So guys, I have a tale for you today, a simp's tale that I want to share with you. And I'm interested to hear your reaction, your comments, your thoughts on this, because it's something that I'm really astounded to see in 2024, this day and age. Welcome back to Resilient Man channel. So I want to talk today about being a simp. And I know there's a lot of them out there, a lot of thirsty guys who are just, will fall all over women. And it's pathetic. It's sad. But there's one guy that I know, and I wanted to share his story with you today and get your reaction to his situation and what he is walking into. So again, if you would, please comment your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. And you know, do you agree with it, with what? So I'm going to share this simp's story here. And then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. And please tell me if you agree, do you disagree? Am I being a total asshole? Am I a dick, for thinking this way? I don't think so, because I think where I'm coming from is a place of reality and of practicality. But you guys tell me what you think. So let's get into the story, a simp's tale, okay? So I have this friend, good guy, and we hang out from time to time, meet out, drink beers, whatever. Good guy. And so he invited me out one night to a local bar that does Taco Tuesdays, and they have specials on the tacos and specials on beers. Love tacos, love beer, I'm in. So he invited me out, and I get there, and it was me and him and two other guys that I did not know. One of the guys, we'll call him Kevin. He's the he's the star of our Simp's tale here. Not his real name, obviously, but I'm going to call him Kevin. The other guy doesn't matter. He was just there. Okay, so we're at the table, and we're drinking beers and eating tacos. And of course, we did our introductions. My friend introduced me to these guys, and they all knew each other, So I was just meeting them. So we're hanging out, and I'm enjoying my tacos, drinking my beer, and they're talking. And the guy, Kevin, they start to talk about his current situation, in that he's engaged, he's going to be getting married soon, and his life is going to change. He's, all these different things. And I'm just listening. So as I'm listening, I'm understanding what Kevin's situation is. So Kevin, to put this in the perspective, to play this out for you, I would say, I don't know his age, but I would say he's early 40s, probably about 42, okay? Based on the story he was telling, he was a single guy who, I don't know if he was married before, but he definitely did not have children, and he was definitely a bachelor up until he met his now fiance. So, and, got his house and, his whole bachelor life. That's the way I understood it based on what he was telling the rest of us. Okay. So I'm listening to this, and I'm just like, more and more leaning in because I was just amazed, because he goes on to say how, just under a year before, he was single and was a bachelor. And now he's about to get married. And I'm thinking, okay, but that's not all. That's not all. The woman that he is about to marry is a single mom of 2 young kids. I think they're both girls. Anyways, my understanding is these 2 young children are under 10. I don't know the exact ages, but I know they're under 10. So again, I'm sitting at the table listening to this story unfold, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You met a single mom less than a year ago. You have proposed to her. You're going to marry this woman. She has 2 young kids, and you're going to step into what is essentially a ready-made family. And I'm listening to this, and he's going on about how he's essentially assuming the mantle of being a stepdad to these kids. And I'm thinking to myself, are you really that fucking clueless? These kids are never going to see you as their father. Actually, just the opposite. The day's going to come where they're going to tell you to fuck off. You're not my dad. You don't tell me what to do. But apparently, he's too ignorant to see that or know that. So, but then back to the fact, a single mom with 2 young children, he proposes marriage to her. Now, there are situations where guys, maybe they have kids and they meet another woman who has kids and they eventually get married and they combine families. The difference being, the guy has children. He combines his house with a woman who has children, and they now have a combined family. Why the hell would a bachelor in 2024 want to be with and marry a single mother with 2 young children? So again, I'm just sitting there listening to this. I don't say a word. It's none of my business, not my place. I don't even know the guy. But I'm just, wow, just astonished. And so he's going on about the transition that is taking place in his life. He is selling his house and moving into her house. I mean, this just gets worse and worse. And so he's selling his place. And he said, yeah, she found a room in her house that's going to be my office. And, but basically I'm giving up everything. These are his words. He says, basically I'm giving up everything else and, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking to myself, are you that fucking stupid? Are you kidding me? And he's going on about this. And so I have thought about this guy. This was probably 2 or 3 months ago that this happened. And the reason I'm making this message, this video, is because, number one, I'm just astounded that any man would purposely walk into a legal bear trap like marrying a single mother with 2 young children when you're a bachelor. In this day and age, in 2024, with the courts being as biased and corrupt as they are against men. Now, I don't know his financial situation, but the moment he signs them papers, she gets half. And wow. I mean, so I've been thinking about the reason why I'm making this message, though, is I saw them this weekend. I went over to my buddy's house, and he had a little party, a little get-together, and I was there. They stopped by, this couple stopped by. Now, I had not seen her. I didn't know what she looked like, didn't know anything about her, okay? They stopped by, and they could only stay at the party for like 30 minutes because they had to get home to the kids, okay? Again, why the fuck would a bachelor want to deal with that? And incidentally, this guy is not a bad-looking guy. He's not overweight. He's in decent shape. A little nerdy, you might say. Definitely a simp. Definitely a simp. But he's not a bad-looking guy. And I'm just looking at this completely confused, quite frankly. Anyways, so they come over to the party briefly for 30 minutes or so to hang out. And I meet her. Now, nice woman, seemed nice enough. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say she was a 4, if that. And again, having heard his story a few months before, I'm just like, wow. They're really, I hate to say this, but there are some men out there who deserve what they get. I mean, look, I don't know if the guy's going to end up divorced. I hope for his sake he doesn't end up divorced. But if it happens, he's going to get his ass handed to him. The courts are going to take half his shit, half his retirement, half everything. And he did it all for a single mother with 2 young kids. Absolutely baffling to me. So, guys, I wanted to get on and make this message because there's some stupid shit that goes on out there. There really, really is. And I would love, please comment. I want to hear your thoughts. And do you agree with this guy? Do you? I've racked my brain and I've asked myself, what is the upside that maybe I don't see? You know, I mean, the upside is all to her, the single mother. She gets his income. She gets, you know, as soon as the papers are signed, she's entitled to half his shit. And he is completely giving up his bachelorhood, his house, everything. I mean, he was joking about how, yeah, my office, was a playroom, but now it's going to be my. I'm just like, quite frankly, I wanted to smack the shit out of him by the time we were done hanging out. But I kept my mouth shut because it's not my place. It's none of my business. But guys, please comment. Please comment your thoughts. Tell me what you think about this. Do you agree with this? Do you think this guy is absolutely fucking batshit crazy? Or am I the asshole? Am I a dick for thinking this way? So, I don't know, man. Just my thoughts. Because personally, there is no way in hell I would ever be legally bound to any woman ever again, especially a single mother with 2 young children. So, let me know your thoughts, guys. I hope you're enjoying Resilient Man content. Like and subscribe, and know your worth. Protect your peace.